Sagai, I'll begin with you. Today we saw images coming in of masked marshals in markets of Bengaluru creating awareness, asking people to wear masks. I don't think Sagai is with me. We'll reconnect with him. I'll take this across in the meanwhile to Shibimol, because I can see that behind already you've got all of these celebrations, the holiday mood kicking in, and yet on the ground, Shibi, nobody seems to realize the gravity of the situation really.
Well, absolutely, Akshita. That's the biggest worry right now also, considering it's a festival season, and what you see behind and around me is also that people coming out in large numbers. In fact, I'm right now outside a public park here. Considering it's Christmas, it's all lit up, and people, as we know, it's Christmas holidays, so children and elders, everybody are home for Christmas holidays, and people have gathered here in huge numbers with very few wearing masks. In fact, stressing on the line that you said right now, people are really not realizing the gravity of the situation as of now. But the government here has been repeatedly saying that people should be cautious, at least at this point of time, even though there are no increase in craven, there's no much increase in cases. People need to be cautious. Masks should be worn, as well as there should be social distancing maintained, considering it's festival season. Now that's what Health Minister Veena George has repeatedly said. It's the festival season, and elders, if there are elders at home, you need to be extra careful in their cases. Now the active cases, whatever cases are being reported in the state, that will be subjected to genome sequencing in the state. It will be done at Rajiv Gandhi Institute as well as Kozhikode Medical College, is what the latest update Health Minister has given.
Some people behind you are definitely wearing their masks, because in a state like Kerala, you had a lot more awareness. People followed the norms very, very closely during the pandemic. They ensured they wore their masks, social distancing. It did help to some extent in Kerala's fight against the virus. Still, you saw that, of course, spike in cases. Abdul Bashir is joining us live from Hyderabad, old Hyderabad, in fact, the junction where you usually see huge crowds on Friday evenings. Abdul, what's the situation there? Good evening.
See, good evening, Akshita. See, here when we talk about Hyderabad, as you know, that this city had been very much known for its COVID protocols to be managed and manipulated, people, avoiding COVID restrictions. Right now we are at the famous Charminar, where you see the huge market that is set up here every day, 365 days. You have thousands of people approaching here, including tourists and other people from the other districts also. Here you see there are hundreds of vendors whose daily livelihood is from this market here. And right now, as the COVID surge is going on, now you see that in this market several of them are seen violating the SOPs of COVID protocol. So this is the situation in the market. As you can see, hundreds of people. However, we find few of them are also following the protocols, but many of them are seen violating as well. So as we talk about the COVID cases in the state, yesterday 8 cases have been reported, and more than 30 cases, nearly as we can see 38 the active cases are there in the state that are being treated. So the state government has already asked not to worry about the situation, asked people to follow the COVID norms, SOPs in place. Compulsory mask has been lifted up, but now it is the need of the hour. So the government is yet to
place clearly seeing all these images about whether there's a need to mandate masks, because nobody right now is going to wear it out of their own choice. Let me also bring in Sagar Raj, who's joining us live from Bengaluru, Akshayanath, who's getting us the latest from Chennai. I can see around you, Akshaya, that there is a festive mood in the city of Chennai as well. But the government has made it very clear that we're tracking very closely every COVID update that comes in. We're fully prepared to deal with any eventuality.
Well, Akshita, yes, the city of Chennai is preparing itself for huge festivities. Right now we are in Thiruvanmiyur, a very busy location in Chennai city, and we are right next to the Kalakshetra, as well as a temple is also located here, and today is a temple festival, and we're seeing like large number of people have been gathering here. Many of them, as we were seeing in many other cities as well, were not wearing proper masks, but we're seeing here that the police officials are trying to do crowd controlling by barricading the location. If my camera person Daniel can show you around, you can see how this area has been cordoned off so that people are like restricted to come in. And as I was mentioning, there is a temple festival here, so a lot of people have been gathering. That is also something that we we'll have to remember, because this is a month of Margari in the state of Tamil Nadu, and Margari is a very important festival time. Dance music festivals as well
True.
as the temple festivals are something that becomes very common during this time of the
And
year.
right now
And
there
yes,
are no
as you-
restrictions on any of these events, so people are being allowed to go ahead with their celebrations as planned. My final question is to Sagai Raj. Sagai, I was highlighting how in Bengaluru earlier today you had mask marshals who were spreading the word and creating awareness on wearing masks in public areas.
Absolutely. The BBMP marshals were on the streets, every nook and corner of City Market in Bengaluru, where they were trying to create awareness amongst the people to wear a mask, and they have also asked the people to go ahead and take their booster dose. And now, right now, we are in Shivaji Nagar, so opposite of St. Mary's Basilica's Church, and you can see the kind of shopping which is happening, but you hardly get to see people wearing masks. And the factor is that people are not aware that there are cases surging in other parts of the world. Still, there is no proper awareness, despite that there are efforts which is being put by the government. And even if you see people, whoever is wearing the mask, you will get to see they are wearing below their cheeks or below their nose, wherever they have to supposed to cover, they are not covering those parts, which is very dangerous. But still, a lot of awareness campaign which should be restarted by the government. Government have done that. Government have requested people to go ahead and take the vaccines.
The concern is that because of these kind of images that Sagai and all of our other reporters have shown us, there could be a slight uptick in COVID cases post the holiday season. Let's hope that doesn't happen. Sagai, thanks for joining us.